You are not unmotivated, stupid, or lazy. You actually work a lot harder than you give yourself credit for, but you still feel behind because of these small mistakes you're unconsciously making. So stop everything you're doing and lock into what I'm about to tell you, because if you watch this full video, you are going to feel more inspired, more motivated, and more confident to build your dream life. These are 5 things you don't want to hear, but probably should, coming from your big sis Allison, who has made every single mistake in the book. Number 1, you are addicted to instant gratification. How often do you check your phone the second you feel bored, or abandon a project because it didn't give you immediate results? We live in a world where everything is at our fingertips. You can order food with the push of a button and it'll be here in 10 minutes. You can scroll on TikTok for hours and be constantly stimulated. And if you feel insecure, you can post a pic on Instagram for validation and instantly get hundreds of likes. We are addicted to this kind of instantaneous pleasure. And this kind of addiction has rewired our brains to expect rewards without effort. And this has made our timeline for things so unrealistically short. You think that you're going to become a CEO, make 7 figures, get married, and buy a house by the time you're 25? Get real. Yes, logically, we know that things take time, yet we still look for shortcuts. It's like trying to lose weight. Yes, we know we have to eat right and go to the gym, but we still look for easy, painless fixes like surgery or pills. And unfortunately for you, this instant gratification addiction is buried deep inside your subconscious, and you aren't even aware of it 99% of the time. But it is the reason you always feel stuck and give up when life gets challenging. You don't have the patience to see something through because it might take 1 year, 2 years, even 5 years. If you look at this graph, most of us are on this top line. We want to grow super fast and achieve our dreams in the shortest time frame possible. But in reality, life is the bottom line. And very often you will not see any results in the beginning. And this is the reason why most people are not successful, because they give up immediately when they're not seeing any progress. But what you don't see is that eventually the growth will compound and give you better and faster results. You just need to stick with it and have the patience to keep going even when you're not getting anything in return. So how can we get rid of our addiction to instant gratification to create the life we want? We need to start conditioning ourselves with long-term fulfillment. We need to start building habits that train our mind to focus on long-term goals. So rather than scrolling on your phone, swap that for reading 10 pages of a book every single day. Instead of ordering takeout the second you get home from work, meal prep something easy in advance. Small changes build discipline over time, and right now you are lacking discipline because you're expecting to achieve your dream life by next week. Everything you want in this life is going to take at least twice as long than you had expected, but get used to it, because the best rewards are the ones that you worked so long and hard for, and that most people can't ever achieve because they're addicted to instant gratification. Don't be like them. Number 2, stop controlling people. The only person you have control over is yourself. Trying to control other people creates tension and pushes them away. So by you nagging and complaining to your partner that they don't spend time with you, they don't buy you flowers, they don't text you, you are trying to control them, and this will create resentment over time. Anytime you nag somebody, the less they actually want to do the thing you're asking. So stop nagging. Stop forcing people to do what you want. I like to bring up the Mel Robbins let them theory because she perfectly describes this. Rather than you wishing other people act a certain way, just let them be themselves. By you spending your energy on trying to control other people, you are actually less in control, because trying to change somebody just doesn't work, okay? It just doesn't. And when you let people live and you stop judging them, you will become so much happier. Because rather than focusing so much on other people, you are able to put that focus on yourself. And if your partner still doesn't do the things you ask for, then it just goes to show they're not your person. And the same thing goes for friends. Instead of getting mad that they didn't invite you somewhere, they didn't reply to your message, they're talking to your ex, just let them. Stop worrying so much about other people's lives and just focus on your own. And the same way you let them do what they want, let yourself do what you want. You don't have to spend time with these people. You're not obligated to be their friend. Being self-aware allows you to make these conscious choices. And when you recognize this, you will feel so much happier and free. Now, I do want to make something very clear. Letting other people do what they want does not mean being taken advantage of or being walked all over. You can still hold power, but rather than trying to control other people, focus on leading by example. So for instance, if you want your partner to be healthier, start making healthier choices yourself. yourself. Start going to the gym. Invite them to come with you. Influence is way more powerful than control, and in order to get people to do what you want, they have to want it for themselves. So let people make that decision while you focus on living your life. Listen, this is really hard to do. I used to stress myself out all the time over what other people did. And over time, this made me so distracted on my goals. And so that is when I realized that I needed to surround myself with people who would help me focus on my own life. So that is when I started the Icarl Academy as a community of women who are just as passionate about leveling up their lives as I was. And I want you to be a part of it so that you can achieve the life you've always dreamed of. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description to join, and I can't wait to see you there. Number 3, you're not too busy. This is the biggest lie you are telling yourself every single day, that you're not where you want to be yet because you're just too busy. That is just an excuse. When you say you're too busy, what you're really saying is it's not a priority. You say you don't have time to work out, yet you scroll on TikTok for 3 hours at night. You say you don't have time to start your own business, yet you're always going out on the weekend doing degenerate things. The truth is, we make time for the things that matter to us. It's not about having a packed schedule, it's about priorities. And right now, building your dream life has not been your priority, because if it was, you wouldn't feel so behind. I'm not here to invalidate you, but I'm here to tell you the truth. And the truth is, there are so many people out there that I guarantee are way busier than you. But these successful people aren't given more hours in a day, they're just intentional with how they spend their time. So how do you find time to actually achieve your goals? You have to audit your time. For an entire week, you are going to write down everything you do in a day and see where your time goes. I'm talking eating, sleeping, scrolling on Instagram, going to work, brushing your teeth. And once you do this for 7 days, you will start to notice small pockets in your schedule where your time is being wasted. And these are the places to invest in what actually matters to you. So if you want to get better at piano, use that 30 minutes after lunch to practice. If you want to learn Japanese, study it on your train ride to work. You will realize that you actually have a lot more time than you think you do. Remember that successful people never say, "I'm too busy." Instead, they say, "How can I make time for it?" Number 4, pretty privilege is real, but confidence is louder. Let's not kid ourselves here, okay? We all know that physical beauty can open a lot of doors for you. Even if pretty privilege didn't exist, putting effort into your appearance is just basic self-care. There are so many studies that show people who clearly take care of the way they look are perceived as more competent and likable. But where a lot of us get it wrong is when we start to put our looks over our confidence. You can be a 10 out of 10 physically, but if you have 0 confidence, nobody's going to notice you. And the opposite is true too. I mean, there are so many celebrities who are not considered hot by people's standards, but they still have that magnetic energy somehow. Take Ed Sheeran, for example. No hate to Ed, but I don't think a lot of people would find him attractive, myself being included. But the confidence he holds when he's singing has every single woman on their knees. Even if you think you're not that attractive, when you walk into a room having the utmost confidence, people will be naturally drawn to you. They will want to get to know you, they will want to talk to you because you just have that aura. And that is power. You don't need more clothes, okay? You don't need to spend hours doing your makeup. You just need to focus on embodying confidence within. Practice good posture, make direct eye contact with people, and speak because you want to be heard. Because at the end of the day, the energy that you project will always outwin having perfect features. Number 5, nobody is coming to save you. Sorry I didn't hold your hand, but nobody is going to swoop in and fix your life. Nobody is going to tell you what you should do or the next step you should take. Waiting for an answer or for the perfect opportunity is a losing game. Nobody is going to knock on your door and say, "I see the potential in you," okay? You have to make your potential known to other people. If you want to change, you have to make it happen. But I need you to stop blaming other people or other things for the way your life is. Where you are right now is a direct result of your actions. I am sick of people saying, "I'm too tired, the weather's bad, I was raised this way." All of those things might be true, but what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna sit there and keep feeling sorry for yourself? Or are you gonna take full ownership of your situation and do something about it? Successful people don't wait for permission or for the perfect time. They take risks, make decisions, and learn from their mistakes. You need to do the same and take control over your own life and your emotions. Nobody is telling you to feel a certain way. So if you want to be happy, be happy. If you want to be depressed, you can be depressed. When you take responsibility, set clear goals, and hold yourself accountable, you can accomplish way more than you could ever imagine. The only difference between you right now and the successful version of you is only your mindset. I mean, think about it. Would the successful version of you be complaining and blaming other people for the state of their life? Absolutely not. Instead, that version of you would see every setback and struggle as an opportunity to keep learning and growing. But unfortunately for most people, they never make it there because they are stuck playing the victim and they fail to do something meaningful with their lives. So you need to understand that nobody is going to save you. If you are unhappy with your life, the only person that's gonna fix it is you. Not your mom, not your teacher, not your boyfriend, you. If you felt offended at any point in this video, then this message was especially for you, because I'm not here to be nice. I'm here to call you out on your bullshit. This is the truth you need to hear because I want you to have everything you want in this life, which means you need to become the person that can handle all of it, but you don't have to do it alone. I created the It Girl Academy for this specific purpose, to motivate you and hold you accountable when nobody else will. So if you're willing to step into the best version of yourself, I have a few more slots left, so click the link below to join. If you like videos like this, then I have a great video right here that will transform the way you see yourself and others. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.